honest, when I first touched down to Rochester from the Bronx, I wasn't rapping. I had stopped rapping like a year prior to that in New York City. I basically just said I'm getting older. I was already 32. I said I'm getting older. I don't really feel like doing this anymore. I feel like, because at the time, Game had put out a song where he was like, if you over 30, still rapping, something like that. So that stuck in my head, and that messed with me, you know what I mean? So I was like, after I hit like 30, it started messing with me, and I took time off from music, which basically, maybe I shouldn't have, maybe that hindered me a little bit, but I took time off because it bothered me and I felt like I was getting older, whatever. And when I came up here, I still wasn't rapping. I had no intentions of rapping. And I hooked up with my man Sonny, who brought me here from the Bronx. He used to be down with the group Upstate Cypher from here, from Rochester.
All right.
I brought them up to New York City when I was 21 to perform out there in the Bronx, you know what I mean? So the connection was already there. So when I got here, me and him were talking about music, and also Bahama Kid, who used to be down with Upstate Cypher, who goes by Don Guccio now. He was also, you know, he was very like open arms when I got here from New York on some a lot of love, just on some regular cool shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then I knew they were still doing their music here and there, and DJ Private Eye was still doing mixtapes and stuff like that. So he basically had us come up and do a couple joints for his projects or whatever. And I just started writing again, you know, messing around, doing stuff like that. And then I went to a show at the Dublin, and I met Schizo Flows, you know what I mean? And when I met Schizo, he put me on to like, he asked me like why I wasn't really rapping like that anymore. Like, because I told him I used to rap back. He said, well, you're not really rapping like that anymore. I said, because, you know, it's not really no money in it.
Yeah.
And, you know, basically he started telling me how there's ways to like legitimize what you're doing and actually start getting money from it, yeah.
Showing like the world is a little bit bigger than
exactly
the small space that you might have been thinking.
Exactly.
Right?